What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So if you saw my last video, you know I installed the ARH kit. I'm in the car, it's super dirty right now, but I have the GXP mufflers, and I've been driving it for about a week and a half now, and the volume level is just not where I want it at. So I did what I said I didn't want to do, and I went ahead and got some solo axle backs. These are the 3-inch version. So we're going ahead and we're going to install that today. So let's get right into it. Alright, so real quick, I just want to show you what the kit comes with. So here's your axle back portion that bolts up to the factory location. And you have your tips. I believe these are 3.5-inch tips. It comes with these two clamps. These are to clamp the tips onto the ends right here. And then it comes with this section, or a little kit, which I was happy to see because it's got new gaskets, washers, and bolts. But I took a closer look at it, and there aren't any nuts for these new bolts. So I thought that was a little weird. I don't know if that's just my kit, but mine didn't come with it. I'm just gonna use the ones I have on there, but I mean, it would have been cool if it came with nuts as well. And then that's pretty much it. That's the whole system. Shouldn't be too hard to install. So I'm gonna jack the rear of the car up and then get right to it. All right, so first step, coming underneath the car, we just gotta take off bolt right there, bolt right there. I believe they're 15 millimeters. I'm gonna double check that though. Alright, so now that those are off, you just gotta go underneath the mufflers. You can maybe try taking out of the hangers, but they're deep, and look how thick that hanger is. So it'd be quite a lot to get to go out. So what I normally do is just go unbolt the bolt on that side, and then there's one on this side. Alright, so once you get the one bolt out, if you get that other one out, it's just gonna drop. So I'm gonna take my jack and place it underneath so that it doesn't just come fucking tumbling down on me. So there we have it. Old muffler is out. So now I'm just gonna do that same exact thing on the other side. Alright, so both driver's side and passenger side mufflers are out. Honestly, it's not too hard. It takes maybe 20 minutes. I think it takes longer jacking up the car. But what I'm going to do now is transfer over this hanger from here. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Alright, nope, hold on. Now, I'm going to take these caps off. The other side didn't come with them for some reason, but oh well. Come on, little shit. And now we're gonna just transfer this one on here. Alright, so once the hangers are transferred over, what I'm gonna do is lift this up and thread these two bolts in on each side, and then thread in the axle back ones to those connections right there. So I had a little bit of problem, because I always do, getting these to line up was a little bit hard. That bottom one went in fine, or no, the top one went in fine, but that bottom one, the bolt wasn't poking through enough for me to have a thread to get the nut on. So I loosened these two bolts up a little bit so I had some play, and then I just used some fucking brute strength to pull these together, and I had to do, you know, reverse opposite. Bolts going in this way, nuts on that side. Bolts going in that way, nuts on that side. But I mean, it's on, it's tightening on there. I don't care. I got the gasket in between there too. I just did a test fit of the tips, and it's gonna line up pretty nicely. So now I'm gonna do the other side, and then I'll put the tips on for you guys. All right, both sides are in. Looks a little funky like this, but now all I gotta do is slip one of these clamps over onto the pipe, and then slide my tips on, get them aligned, and then tighten it down. So I'm gonna do that. It's really hard for me to film this shit for you guys, so I'm sorry I'm not getting like the actual footage of it. but hopefully me explaining what to do helps you guys out in case you're doing the same thing. All right, so I got everything together, tightened it up. The tips aren't exactly where I want them to be, but good enough. So this will be the first startup. It's not a cold start because I drove the car a little bit ago, but it'll be loud enough. I'm sure it's gonna be really loud. I'm sure that clipped the shit out of the microphone right there, but yeah, it's fucking loud.